You know that feeling, right? That quiet, constant frustration that's kind of humming in the background of your day. It's this nagging sense that something is just, well, off.
And it usually has a voice, doesn't it? It's that one. The one that says, I should be doing more, or I should be smarter. It's like this persistent inner critic, always measuring you against some impossible standard, and you always come up short. It's the whisper that says you're not focused enough, not disciplined enough, just not good enough.
Okay, but what if that voice isn't really yours? I mean, here's a wild thought. What if that whole feeling of personal failure, that deep down sense that you're the problem, is completely wrong? What if the real source of all that frustration isn't inside you at all? So this brings us to what we could call the self-blame trap. It's the cycle that so many of us are stuck in, right? It's our default setting. When we feel overwhelmed, when we can't focus, we just automatically assume the problem is us, that it's some kind of personal flaw that we have to fix. And of course, we try to fix it. We go into full-on repair mode. We start comparing ourselves to others, wondering, why can't I keep up? We analyze every single one of our flaws. We try to optimize every minute of the day with the latest apps and productivity hacks, all because we're trying to fix something we believe is fundamentally broken inside of us. But this is where we need to shift our whole perspective. Look, the common belief is that the problem is me, my focus, my discipline. But the hidden truth? The problem isn't you at all, it's the environment. It's our own wiring. It's this powerful current that we're all stuck in. So, let's unpack that. What exactly is this current? Well, it's an unseen pattern, and it's all rooted in this massive mismatch. Our modern world has changed at a lightning-fast pace, but our brains, well, they just haven't caught up. I mean, seriously, think about it. We weren't designed for this. We weren't built for constant choice, for an endless stream of notifications pinging us from every direction, and we definitely weren't designed for the 24/7 hyper-comparison engine that is social media. And at the core of all this is our brain's wiring. It's a dopamine-driven brain. It's like we're running on an old operating system, one that gives us a reward for novelty and quick hits of dopamine, not for long, sustained effort or clarity. A new email? Ding, dopamine. A new notification? Bam, another hit. Deep, focused work? Yeah, our brains aren't so thrilled about that. The harder we push, the more it pushes back.
So here's the main takeaway, and it's so important. The system isn't broken. Your brain isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. The problem is it's operating in an environment it was never, ever designed for. We are all just swimming in a current we never asked for. And once you really get that, it changes everything. This isn't a flaw in your character. It's a response. That feeling of being totally overwhelmed, of struggling to focus, that's not a weakness. It's actually a perfectly natural response to a totally unnatural situation. You can almost see the dominoes fall one by one. First, you've got the constant overstimulation from, well, everywhere. That knocks over the next domino. Your motivation and energy just tank. And then, the final piece. That quiet frustration starts to build up and, boom, we turn inward and start blaming ourselves. You know, in a strange way, your reaction is a survival response. Your brain is actually trying to protect you. That feeling of shutting down or getting easily distracted, that's your brain's way of hitting the emergency brake when the world is just throwing way too much at it, way too fast. So, this is where it all starts to turn around. Because once you see this, everything changes. The solution isn't about more willpower or just grinding harder. Nope. The real solution starts with just seeing the pattern for what it is. That understanding, that's the key to breaking the whole cycle.
And this might be the most important thing to hear today. You can't fix yourself by trying harder. It's just not going to work. You can't hustle your way out of a problem that was never about you in the first place. The real strategy is to stop trying to fix yourself and start changing the environment around you. So where do you start? Awareness. That's it. Awareness is the first step. Just noticing the pattern, maybe even naming it when you feel it, that alone is so incredibly powerful. It just pulls the blame right out of the equation. Because once you can actually see the current you're swimming in, you can finally stop beating yourself up for getting tired. So let's end on this one thought. That little voice, the one we talked about at the beginning, the one telling you that you should be more, it feels so personal, doesn't it? But just remember this, not everything that feels personal is. And really truly getting that, well, that can change absolutely everything.